Welcome back. You know, it's no secret that LaPorte is a cool place to visit, even perhaps a better place to live. Well, now this town has made USA Today's list of best small towns and another list of affordable places to live. And joining me now, LaPorte Mayor Tom Dermody. First of all, good to see you, sir.
And great to see you always.
It's been years that we've worked together off and on, and I get the distinction of interviewing you for this cool news. Boy, you have bragging rights.
Boy, I tell you, and we're so excited. Something growing up in LaPorte, I always knew, I think our community knew, but to combine the fact that it's one of the best small towns in the Midwest, plus affordable, and we didn't have to buy a bunch of subscriptions to be on that list. And when you look at the different communities, it's amazing.
Okay, now there's one publication I hadn't heard of. It's called Bottom Line Inc., and they're the ones that made this list of affordable places to live. What did they say in that article?
So I have to give credit, first of all, to my father-in-law, who has that article and was just reading through. We didn't even know. He says, hey, by the way, did you know LaPorte, you're number 10?
Like, hey.
And you know what it basically said was, hey, LaPorte is a great place, especially when homes are going for $450,000 or above.
Sure.
You can buy a home in LaPorte for $238,000, $240,000 and enjoy the safe community that it is. And so we're promoting that everywhere because we have Amazon, we have Microsoft, we have everybody coming either in LaPorte or around, and people are going to look for a place to be. And we think, with no offense to South Bend, we think LaPorte is that place.
Well, and I'll put you on the spot now. What are you doing for housing and increasing housing in and around the area of LaPorte?
We're cleaning up the current set of housing that's been there for years, holding landlords accountable for the type of respectful living we want to see. Plus, we have many different developments happening, from Habitat to Humanity to higher end executive type housing and everything in between with workforce. So we're what we call a little bit of a housing boom in LaPorte.
Well, and all of this feeds into making that #2 spot in the USA Today lists of best small towns in the Midwest, and I think that's pretty cool. The only one that beat you out was Madison, Indiana.
Yes.
And I have to be honest, I've never been to Madison, Indiana, but I've been to LaPorte. You know, you say there's so much there. What are your favorite places to visit in the city?
Oh my gosh, I love our downtown, especially in our parks in the summer. You can go to concerts, you can play pickleball, you can do everything, fish, boat, everything. And even though we love our community down south in Madison, I tell you what, we're coming back for them because we're not happy until we're #1.
Well, and also on that list, other destinations like Mackinac Island and Lake Geneva, and of course a city that's not on the list but you're very close to, Chicago. So you have it all. What do you say to people? Come visit, come live?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. We've got jobs, a great place for our kids to raise families. They come back home to our grandparents, can get to the big city within an hour, but then they can also leave the big city and get back home safely. And there's so much to do, and we're not stopping. We're continuing to build.
Wonderful. Okay, so today's Dingus Day. What are your plans later, sir?
Well, the city council has
Somebody
a meeting.
scheduled a meeting and said, hey, we've got stuff to do.
I know that meeting will be an hour, and then I'll be polkaing probably. The polka starts probably around 7 o'clock, so come out.
He told me when we sat down, this is his polka jacket, his Dingus Day jacket. So you enjoy, sir, and thank you again for your time today.
Hey, great to see you.
Great to see you. All right, that's it for now. We will be right back with much more of 16 News Now at noon.